Hey, whippersnappers! Welcome back to another exciting episode of ARK Survival Evolved. We're actually still pretty close to the Tribe of Awesomeness, and we've got a pair of Rexes that are battling. I think they just finished taking on a little pack of Stegos there. I want to pop out my my spyglass here, and let's see. Wild male Rex level 4, Birdat's butt. Where's the female? Female, level 17. That's exciting. Oh, fighting a cat. Alright, well, we're not interested in those guys. We are heading up the mountain because our prey is a little more exotic, at least for our neck of the woods. We are looking for Obsidian today. And it shows up in the highest concentrations on top of mountains. You can find it in caves and stuff as well. Like I remember seeing some when we did our cave with Jay, the Cave of the Hunter, not too long ago. I saw some in there, but obviously we weren't really equipped for hunting or anything like that at that point. We could always go back and do some of that. I guess that would be a little closer than the mountains. But it also works out that we've got the birds, and we can come up to these places. There's a Tribe of Awesome's little metal shack. Let's see, is there obsidian on this mountain? Or I know the volcano has a decent amount of it. It does not appear actually that this one does. Alright, so let's beeline towards the mountain here. I hope you guys are having a nice winter break. I think that's about when this is gonna come out, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know I probably am. This last year, 2015, it should still be 2015 when this episode comes out, hopefully. I'm trying to pre-record up through the first week of January, the 4th through the 11th, I guess it would be, maybe, the 10th. I'm trying to record through that week because with my wife being off work and us traveling, we're going to run out of stamina before we get where we want to be. With everything going on around the holidays, I'm not gonna have time to record, so I'm pretty much trying to crank things through, and that'll take me through the first week back at work. That my wife and I'll be back at work, so we should be able to start recording by then. But I'm pre-recording like 3 weeks of stuff, I think. But I tell you what, I am sure that I am. By the time you guys are watching this, I am thoroughly enjoying the holiday break. Just because, man, this last year in 2015 was one of the busiest years of like my entire, oh my gosh, with the compies. There we go. Ooh, level 25 compy. That's disappointing. Well, they asked for it. But yeah, 2015 has been insane. We had like 6 weddings we had to go to, and I was in like 3 of them, and just way too much going on. So it's definitely, I used most of my vacation this year towards the beginning of the year. If you guys remember, my wife and I, we went to level 23 male raptor. Ooh, we're too far from home to do anything about that, but my wife and I earlier this year went to Puerto Rico on a mission trip, which in 2015 I only had 2 weeks vacation, and so that was a full week, and then I had split up the rest of my vacation to do all the weddings and everything that we had this year. So it's been a while since I've had any actual time off, and so many of our weekends were busy with traveling because of the weddings or house stuff or holiday stuff or whatever. So I'm sure that week, probably this last week, it'll have been, the week between Christmas and New Year's. I can guarantee you that I have enjoyed it very, very much, and so I hope you guys have as well. I'm thinking this is coming out this Saturday before I'm gonna have to head back to work. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed your break, and I hope you're ready for it to come to an end, because I think that's probably what's on the horizon for all of us at this point. But yeah. So I want some feedback from you guys, actually, as I'm thinking about it. In my effort to do some pre-recording, I did a lot more kind of one-shotty kind of episodes of most of my series, really. But a lot of, like last episode, we went and we delivered that feeding trough to Poet and Win, and this episode, we're just really going to be gathering some obsidian up and doing some other stuff. If this cache isn't real good, we're just going to leave it, because we've got other stuff we need to carry. So we don't need the extra weight if it's not fantastic. I'll take those, but the rest of this can despawn. Yeah, it was close to despawning anyway. Alright, so, we'll take those. Now, kids, let's head down into the volcano here. There should be obsidian deposits around here. The last time I was up here, there wasn't really any dinos around. I did see a couple of other tribes that put down campfires, which I have since removed, because I think that they probably... Okay, so it's following... Burdette's following me. I think that the campfires, honestly, are going to probably interfere too much with the spawning of things. And maybe they were strategically placed out of the way, but, I think that this being kind of one of the highest quantity areas of obsidian, that we should probably keep this clear. And I don't know why people need campfires up here anyway. It's not like it's super cold or anything like that, but this right here is obsidian. It's kind of a dark, shiny material. Obviously, in Minecraft, it looks a little bit different. That's my main kind of exposure to the obsidian material, is via Minecraft, but I know it's a real-world sort of thing. Yeah, so it's kind of cool and shiny. Those are all just chunks that we just harvested. Here's another one. But yeah, so we're gonna probably... honestly leave all the metal and stone that we gather just here, because the obsidian is going to be the most important thing. Down by South Sproutshire, our island, we have access to pretty much every material in the game except for obsidian. We can get we got tons of metal deposits on the island. We've got stone, wood, thatch, fiber, hide, meat, all of that available there. And then in the cave where we dropped off Doser a couple of episodes ago, we've got access to oil and crystals and pearls, and so we've got a lot of stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna just drop the metal because we've got access to metal on the island. I want to bring back as much obsidian as we can. But really, I think for the most part, obviously there's some materials that we need to move around, like pelt and stuff. We can't get pelt down by us. We can't get, obviously the organic polymer that you get from the penguins. We can't get that. At least not at present. I guess if we started doing breeding, we could potentially get that stuff from baby penguins, maybe. I know babies are supposed to be a great source of... I think I'm stuck on this for some reason. A great source of, like, prime meat and stuff, too. And so I don't know if, like, we get a pair of penguins that can breed. I'm probably encumbered due to weight, I guess. I don't know. It's not letting me move. That'd be my guess. There we go. Yeah. That's a little bit better. But yeah, so I mean, there's obviously some materials that we're going to have to continue to move around the island for. I do want to, at some point, now that the building multiplier, or the harvest multiplier is so great, and like obviously, hopefully that'll mean, with just a little bit of time, I should be able to finish off the parking garage and everything like that pretty quickly. I'm hoping to, at some point here, I've talked to you guys a couple of episodes ago about, how I want to do my land-based exploration team, and so I'm still thinking about that. And I think once we get kind of the parking garage built and all set up and stuff, and really what I'm waiting for at this point is it's still kind of up in the... I think at this point we've pretty much decided that we're not going to update the difficulty of the server until a reset or something, if and when that ever comes. Because it would just it would make obsolete pretty much everything that we've tamed so far. And I don't want to go, because if I do any more taming, or if I do taming for my ground exploration team, it's gonna be such that I want to go for a near perfect... I mean, obviously I'm not gonna hold out for a level 30, because that'll be ridiculous. That'll take forever. I'll be looking and searching in vain forever to find that, and But, you know, I find a good high level 20 dino. I think, honestly, Slippy, Jay's frog, is the only level 30 tame we've done so far. That's just a chunk of... that's the only level 30 tame we've done so far, and obviously that's great. But, you know, like, Dolly was level 27, and she's turned out fantastic. And so there are definitely instances where... Ooh, I guess I thought we might have gotten enough to fill up that stack. There are definitely instances where, you know... get close enough is going to be good enough, and so we'll definitely be looking for a mid to high 20s, you know, saber cat and carnos and stuff and things like that. But if I were going to take the time to go ahead and do that, I want to make sure that I don't spend all this time looking for a great saber cat, making the kibble, taming it up, using all that kibble up and things like that, only to have them change the, you know, difficulty setting, which would make, you know, my, you know, level 30 saber cat worthless compared to the now 120s that you can find spawning in the wild or whatever. So I'm kind of going to wait that out a little bit just to kind of make sure that we're agreed that, yeah, once, you know, if a server reset happens, then we'll make sure we do the difficulty upped. But in the meantime, we're not going to do it. But once I get that ground exploration team together, I'm going to want to do, especially because the harvest multiplier is up so high, it'll be easier for us to kind of explore the map and, you know, kind of build little outposts around the place. Ooh. There we go. Just grabbed outside the window there for a second. And so that'll make it easier for us to kind of be like, all right, so I love this place. Let's build a little camp here. We can build a house and you know, continue to improve on that stuff as we go along. But I think that it'll be very nice to have that kind of you know, mobility around the map, because as of right now, you know, we basically have beds in one place. And obviously, we saw Jay camped out by Tribe of Awesome last episode. They obviously, we have a bed near there on the Bronto, because Jay uses that as kind of his campsite for up this way. Alright, so we're only at about half weight on this thing. Let's do one final sweep for obsidian deposits up here in the volcano, and then we'll head back. I think there's one other mountain we passed that we can maybe take a look at before we go. But we have enough to make the trophy base at this point, so I can always come back at another time to get more obsidian. It's easy enough to fly out several of the mountains on the map. I think there's like 3 main mountains that you can find deposits on. Let's look. So obviously we're there on the volcano, and then I think the 2 mountains on the east, so the far like northeast corner, that mountain, and then the mountain just across the river to the west of that. I think all 3 of these places have rich obsidian deposits on it, at least based on the wiki. That's what it had said when I looked up. Okay, so where do I need to be going for this stuff? All right, I think that's gonna be good. I think that's good. Okay, so I want Burdette following Falco, not me. So let's there we go. All right, now, oop, nope, don't want to put down. Eat a little bit. Looks like our hunger's getting low, and I want to head towards, yes, this direction. That's South Sprout Shire above my head there. So I think like that mountain over there, or no, these 2 mountains here directly in front of us both have obsidian deposits on it. But I'm going to kind of direct towards home, and we'll take a look at the beautiful map as it unfolds beneath us on our way back to the island. God, RGs are slow though. I tell you what, it's like we're not even moving. The map's barely inching by. Having spent so much, because it took me a while. You guys will remember it took me forever. I didn't have an RG before Falco, and he's a pretty recent tame, I feel like. And so I'd pretty much use pterodons exclusively before that. I would occasionally use one of Jay's RGs. He had Bloodwing, and then after Bloodwing died, he had Phoenix Down. And Phoenix Down was a pretty high-level tame. And so, like, I think that thing started around level 50 or something. Like, it must have been a near-perfect tame, because it was just such a high level, and it was so useful to just fly around. It could wreck anything. Man, I miss that RG. Jay got it killed somehow, but... prior to that, I pretty much exclusively used pterodons, and so flying around on an RG still to this day, I mean, obviously pterodons I can barely hold my weight with all my armor and tools and everything with me, so I don't really have the ability to bring, like, oh, I'm just going to bring Hellcat. I mean, I could do that, but not if I wanted to do, like, a run like this to get materials and stuff, especially because of... especially if I couldn't, like, trail an RG. Yep. Gotta see what April's got going on. Hold on, let me take a peek here. She posted something. So does anyone have like 5 dimorph eggs I can borrow / repace? I found at level 38. Yes, I do have those. It's yes, we do have dimorph eggs she can borrow. So level 30 deer. We've kind of made fun of April a bit recently because she keeps. Yep. Head south. She keeps posting in chat that she's like, oop, there goes another level 30 Rex or something. Oh my gosh, Burdette, you piece of garbage. Oh, and we need a quick dive. We're gonna run out of stamina. She keeps posting in chat, oh, I killed a level 30 Rex, or no. And it's like, darn it, April. Because it's like level 30s are they're perfect wilds. Like that's the highest level wild you'll find. And you know, in this game, it's not like max level is 100 or something. Essentially, I mean there is technically a max level, but it's not like every dino has the ability to hit max level. Basically, no matter what level you tame something at, it's only going to really level up something like 40 times, I think I've heard, is the number that I've heard thrown around. So, you know, with like taming bonuses, you really, like on our server, so you get a level 30, it probably, if you do 100% efficiency tame, it can probably gain, you know, probably about 15 levels, I would guess. So, you know, from the bonus, by the time it's tamed, it's, you know, level 45 or whatever. And then, you know, it'll only level up like 40 times or something like that. You must get more from the bonus because I think that like Avo has some dinos that are like level 98 and level 99 or whatever. I think you must be able to just barely get to level 100 once it's max leveled and has you know, been perfectly tamed at the max level in the wild and all that. So you know, if like some of the dinos I tamed early on, like let's say Fluffy. I think Fluffy was like a level 3 or something when we tamed her. So, assuming she didn't have any multiplier, because at that point I wouldn't have had any kibble or anything, she would have been tamed on pure berries. You know, chances are Fluffy's probably at about her max level. 50, you know, she's in the 50s at the moment. And she still levels up occasionally. It's obviously really slow because I think she's pretty much used up her levels. That you gain experience quicker at a lower level, or well, like immediately after tame. So it's not a level based thing, I guess is the point. Like a level 3 is still only going to level up 40 times. So you get a level 30 as opposed to a level 3, then you have a much higher level dinosaur at the end. It's not like you can just put the work into a low level one and have it turn out great. It's not like a Pokemon or something where you want the lower level ones, you can get the right moves and everything like that. You really want to get a higher level one, because otherwise it's going to be a bit tough for that. I mean, and on this server, it's not so much of an issue because, you know, the wild level cap is level 30. Is that thing going to attack? Sometimes Meganuras are dangerous, sometimes they're not. It's just kind of up in the air. But on this server, like, we obviously don't really do PvP. That's just not, we don't really at this point go up against each other. We may do an event or something at some point. I think that would be fun if it's like, alright, let's crank the taming multiplier up to like 4 times. Right now I think we have it like 2 times. So any like time, you know, frame that gives you on the wiki on our server would be, you know, twice that quick. So it'll tell you with kibble it'll take a Rex 26 minutes to tame or something, but we can do it in 13 or something. Where is my island? Is it behind this cliff? Yes. All right, there it is. And so I think it would be fun if at some point we did an event where it's like, all right, we're cranking the taming multiplier up to 4 times. Everybody go. You have a half hour. Go tame something, and then we'll come back and battle or something. So people don't have to like risk their amazing high level dinos that they love. We can just go and tame. We can tame. Try and get a Rex or something. Or we can go tame 20 Dilos, and then we'll all come back into an arena and do just kind of a free-for-all, see who's left standing. Kind of like our own little survival of the fittest sort of deal, I think would be fun. Yeah, I mean, other than that, we really don't have any intentions of doing PvP, so we really just have to be strong enough to defeat the wilds, which isn't too bad. I mean, obviously, because our max level in the wild is 30, Fluffy at level 50-something is still... she's still, strong enough to deal with most wilds, and things like that. So, it works out. It works out. And like I said, we may at some point up that multiplier, or up the, it's called the difficulty level. I don't know why it's considered the difficulty level thing, because really it's not any easier for us because the levels are lower, because of the way the stats are kind of leveled out and things like that with the lower level. I think our level 30 is about equivalent to... Oh, she's... Jay is up there sleeping in the shack at its feet. Alright, ooh, I need... No, Burdette, you sit down. Alright, so let's... Burdette needs to sit down, and then we should be able to get the obsidian out of her. Little bit laggy. This is my home base. Why are you lagging? That doesn't make any sense. There we go. Alright, smooth as butter. So, how much... Probably gonna be overweight here, right? Can I... Nope. Alright. Well, I only really need 80. So this should be plenty. Let's go... I think I need to go to the smithy for this. So let's head into the smithy. Metal door... I think it was under structures? Miscellaneous? Trophy base. Alright. Perfect. So if we bring the obsidian in here, we should be able to craft a trophy base. Awesome. Provides the base upon which you can place a trophy. Works for me. It only weighs 4 pounds, so that's great. I'm going to put the rest of this obsidian in here for now, in case we decide we want to make another one at some point. So this thing, when we couldn't make a trophy base, I guess I should explain. Well, no, I don't need to really explain. I cut that out of the episode. The cave episode originally was gonna ended with, I said, okay, we'll bring you guys back when we get to the island, and we'll make a one of these trophy bases or whatever. But then when we got back to the island, and I brought the episode back, like, okay, trophy bases required obsidian, and we didn't have any obsidian, and then why am I coming up here? I don't know why. We didn't have any obsidian to make the trophy base with, and so we're like, well, let's make the wall mount, but we needed a lot of cementing paste, so we spent a ton of time collecting cementing paste. And then finally, oh, right, yeah, I need to grab the artifact, because I think I know exactly where we're going to put this for now. Trophy pieces. Artifact of the Hunter. That's the artifact we got in the cave. But we came back and it was like, well, we'll make one of these wall mounts. That was another one. It says you can put trophies on wall mounts. But it's like, there's like 2 or 3 specific trophies that go on here. And like, it's like the Broodmother head, the Dodo Rex head, or an Alpha Rex head or something. And it's like, well, we don't have any of those things, so it's kind of worthless. And I think I ended up cutting that out because we really didn't get anything out of it, and it made the episode a little longer than I wanted it to be anyway. Alright, so Can I put this... Okay. Okay, so I can place it on top of the... I can't put it on top of the edge here. But I can place it like right next to it. So let's do that. I want to reposition so I can get it straight on. But yeah, that'll be perfect. I thought I wanted we could put it potentially on the corners there or the edges, but this will be fine too. All right. So okay, and actually, and then it lets you rotate once you get it on, right? Yeah. Perfect. All right, and then if we go into Falco, grab the artifact of the hunter. Actually, I think I need to get up and grab its inventory is gonna be what I need to do. So we're gonna have to land on this thing. That'll be interesting. Guess the thicker part's probably gonna be best. Whew, that worked. It's a little on the edge, but that's okay. Set pin code. Ooh, wow. All right. What? Oh, no, I have to... Okay, so it has inventory, and it also has trophy. Okay, so that's weird. Why does it have an inventory? That's strange. But there we go. Awesome. So if we hit backspace, then we've got... That is cool looking. And they glow real nice. It's starting to become night, actually, so that's pretty good. Let's... Ooh, lag. Let's get back on Falco. And we'll fly out just a little bit, and we should be able to see our fancy new trophy. And so we now have... we've got some extra obsidian, so the next trophy we get, we should be able to do no problem. Ooh, the lag there, but look at that. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, we're gonna have to get so many of these things. It glows kind of like the beacons do or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, and from a distance you can still see it and stuff. That's sweet! We can make, like, a landing strip with, like, green lights and red lights and stuff. We just have to, like, farm the crap out of these artifacts, which I think we can do. That'll be awesome. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. April's going to show up, apparently, I guess, but that's alright. We don't need to see it. I'm just going to hand her some eggs, and she's going to fly back off. But thank you guys so much for watching. We got a bunch of obsidian, and we got our artifact from the last cave set up, and Jay and I, once the new year has kind of passed, and we're not as crazy busy with family stuff and things like that, we're gonna try and get together and do the next cave, and I probably will in the meantime maybe make a run through that other cave we did already, because it was pretty easy. If I can get a wolf or two over there, or even just a high-level pterodon and fly right through. There's a lot of torpidity, like torpor-inducing dinos, so I don't know if I want to take a pterodon like one punch and the thing would go down. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Torm with the Grain. You guys have been great. Make sure to do those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you all back here next time on ARK. Have a good one.